So you mentioned Ruben Oliveros and his left hook to the body being the blueprint. What makes what makes so how the Mexican body punching? What made it so good? Where does this come from?
Practice. It's in their heritage. If you can't throw a left hook to the body, you ain't no Mexican fighter.
So
Practice,
so where
man.
where did that come from? Is that going back to someone in particular? Is that going back to a particular coach who's taught it? Do you know where it comes from? Why they were so always proficient body punchers?
That's something they're taught when they're young. All of them, man. And remember, I told you, a lot of it's natural. You'll see.
Mm.
I see some good Mexican fighters in Mexico City. Man, they just. If there's one punch they throw good, it's that left hook to the liver, man. The other punches they throw are shit, but that left hook to the liver is natural, man. And some guys are just blessed with heavy hands, punching
Mm.
power, like Cuevas. Papino Cuevas. Oh, he hit you with that left hook to the body. He lifts you up. Yeah, he lifts you up, man. He's just, you can't teach that. Okay, a lot of guys could throw nice left hooks to the body, but do they got the pop on it like Cuevas or Oliveras? It's God given. Mexican, it's so natural for them guys. That left hook to the liver. Even all these guys in my gym, man, it's natural. I don't know. It's just natural.
Mm.
And they don't even throw it. They don't even throw it correctly. They just throw it. So I polish up on the technique on how to throw it, how to set the weight on that left leg, point the lead shoulder a little, set the weight on your lead leg, and rotate the shoulders where your weight is rotating into the punch. Rotate your shoulders and hips into the punch, and you'll get better power and leverage on your shots. Yeah. Then placing it right. You can throw that left hook to the liver, but if you don't hit your target, you're just not going to hurt. But if you hit that left liver, whew, yeah, Oliveras, he was beautiful left hook to the liver, man. Ruben, that was his left. Like I said, it was a blueprint used by other Mexican fighters on how to throw that left hook to the liver. But all Mexican fighters, man, it's natural,
Yeah.
and some are
Yes.
so gifted with what's that?
No, I was just saying it's interesting what you're talking about and how they all seem to be so good at it. It's like a particular trait where it just comes naturally, like you're saying.
Some like what do you call it? Some are so gifted naturally when they hit you, it hurt. They're God given. Jose Luis Castillo, remember him?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Gave Mayweather a good couple of fights, didn't he?
Oh, tough. He threw some beautiful left hooks to the liver. I mean, there's a lot of them. Chavez, Sanchez, Salvador threw some good. The Marquez brothers, Barrera, Morales, Eric Morales,
Morales,
Marco
yeah,
Antonio
Morales was
Barrera,
great at it.
Benito
Mm.
Lopez. He threw some textbook perfect left hooks to the liver. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's in their culture. If you can't throw a left hook to the liver, you ain't a Mexican fighter. The left hook is more important than the jab. Yeah, yeah, because they like to fight.
Wow.
They don't like to box. Mexicans like to fight. Okay, it's in their
Mm.
culture. You know, in their DNA. You know what I mean? But that left hook, that Cuevas, what a puncher that Papino Cuevas was. Ooh.
Yeah.
When he hit you with that left hook to the liver, even though you blocked it, you felt it. Okay. Yeah. He's a natural puncher.
Mm.
Cuevas, man. You can't teach that shit. Like Don Chargan told me when he was 14 years old. I mean, when he was 14, he was knocking out grown men. When he was 16, he was knocking out grown men in main events. Shit.
Wow.
Only other fighter Don told me that could do that he saw was Bobo Olson. Bobo
Oh,
Olson, when he was,
Carl Bobo Olsen.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah, I know him too.
Oh,
He was
wow.
from Sacramento. He used to come watch us in the gym and everything. But Don told me when he was 17 years old, he fought Sugar Ray Robinson. Yeah. Went 10, 11 rounds. Yeah. With Sugar Ray
Yeah.
Robinson.
Olsen had a number of
17 years
fights
old.
with Robinson. 4 or 5. Was it four? 4 or 5 fights with Robinson, didn't
Yeah. He was a young kid too, but
he?
he had man strength when he was 14. You don't see that nowadays. Canelo turned pro when he was 15. He had that
15,
man
yeah.
strength. His brother, that's what his brother, Rigoberto, told me. He had that man strength. But
This man strength, do you think that comes from fighting men at a younger age?
hell no, it's God given. Yeah, some guys just mature early. You know what I mean? It's
So
like, God damn,
I've heard coaches say to me that if you're like a teenager, 14, 15, and you're sparring older guys, older men, helps develop that man's strength. Is that something?
you that's natural, man. You either have it or you don't. I used to have Diego Cross. He was sparring world champions when he was 14, but he didn't have his man strength. Not until he was like 17, 18, 19, he started getting that man strength. But when he was
Mm,
14, my guys had to take it easy on him, man. But by the time he turned 16, forget about it. Nah, you didn't have to take it easy with Diego. It was, you know, you had to fight for your
it's
life,
like
basically.
David Benavidez, isn't it? I mean, he was a young guy fighting fully grown men.
Yeah. Some guys
Mm,
are like that though, man. You know, they can.
yeah,
Mondo Ramos was like that. I heard Don told me he was a champion at 19 years old. Yeah, but you know he had that man strength. A guy right now, I see Curio Moulton, Mayweather's new guy.
oh yeah, Korea Morton, yeah, Korea Morton, yeah, the young 17, 18-year-old, yeah,
That boy, he looked like he's got that physical man strength.
he's
Yeah.
good, isn't he? Yeah,
Oh yeah, he can hit. He puts his combinations together. He's one of the rare one of the first. I even told him that one time. One of the rare guys. I mean, I sent a message to him in Instagram. One of the rare guys I've seen that. Not too many people have that, man. You know, all of a sudden, 14 years old, 16 years old, they're men. You know what I mean? Like shit. Benitez was a champion at 17 for
17,
Frank.
yeah,
So he
yeah,
had he had the man strength earlier. But he was known for his great reflexes and
mm,
defensive skills. You know, he was a hard target to hit consistently.
yeah.
But yeah, some guys are just like that, man. They're just like Papino. Oh, I just remember Papino. What a puncher he was, man. That Cuevas. Whew. When he hit you, forget about it. You're out. Some guys are just born with that. Man,
Mm.
man, you don't even have to be a great boxer, man. If you can hit like that, all you need is one punch. And the game's over, man. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
Deontay Wilder made a good career out of one punch, didn't he? His power.
Oh, that Wilder. Oh,
Mm.
Ricardo Mayorga. Oh, he could,
I, I still don't know how Mayorga beat Vernon Forrest twice.
because he can punch.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right, he knocked him out. He can hit. I mean, he
Mm.
can hit. Once he hit you, that was it for Vernon. And he had a awkward style. Threw punches in an unorthodox manner where you couldn't time him,
He,
and he
he
threw
he was he
punches.
was yeah he was a fighter, wasn't he? A real out and out fighter.
He was a fighter. He
Mm.
was like some guy from the hood, threw some boxing gloves on, heavy hands, natural
Mm.
fighter. You don't need 100 amateur fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just a natural fucking born fighter. Emmanuel Augustus was like that, man. You know Emmanuel? Emmanuel
Drunken
Augustus.
master, the drunken master.
Yeah, I know Emmanuel real well, man.
Oh,
He used to spar my guys. Yeah, he was in Brownsville when I lived in the Rio Grande Valley. Yeah,
oh, nice.
he was
That was a
he's
unique style of fighting, wasn't it?
he, he trained himself. Another guy that trained himself. Yeah, he
Is
did
is
what
it
he wanted.
true? Is it true that he when he trained himself? He learned some of his style from watching martial art movies, and he implemented that into boxing.
I never asked him that, man.
Mm,
Honestly, I never
interesting.
asked him that. But I just know he fought the way he wanted to. That was his style of fighting and everything. All that crazy stuff, man. Yeah, Manuel he was a eccentric guy. Tapia, Johnny Tapia was like that too. He was
Oh,
pretty.
great fighter. Jesse V worked with Johnny Tapia as well, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Jesse
Mm,
trained him too. Yeah, Johnny,
yeah, Tapia was a great fighter.
great
No, another,
combination puncher.
yeah, and a great body puncher as well.
And
Another natural born fighter, wasn't
yeah, a great body puncher, and a
he? Mm,
great boxer, and a great combination. He was a fighter at Tapia. Yeah,
yeah.
unusual training methods, but he got
Well,
the
what do you
job
mean?
done.
What do you mean unusual training methods?
Well, what time are you going to train today, Johnny? I don't know. Whenever I feel like it. Sometime. Okay, I'll probably try. Maybe one. How about? Did you run yet? Yeah. I don't know. Whenever. Okay. Every day was different. Sometimes he'll train at 2. the next day he'll train at 8. Sometimes he'll train at 10 and and run You know what I mean? He just it's how
Mm.
he
Natural,
had it.
natural. Change an instinct.
Yeah, he just trained when he wanted to, ran when he wanted to, but he put in the work. You know what I mean? He still put in the work, but he didn't have a strict, rigid,
Mm.
uh, disciplined schedule.
Routine,
It was
yeah.
like unusual, yeah, unusual, man, yeah. But that's when that's why he didn't like a lot of guys training. He didn't like that. Some fighters don't like that discipline, rigid. Being a disciplinarian with them, they don't like that shit. I don't go for them, man.
Mm.
If you got a great fighter like Tappe, you did that shit to him, you'd be out of a job. Yeah, you let him call the shots, okay? And because he knows how to fight, okay? You just help him get in shape, sharpen him up on the hand pads, and help him prepare on the other aspects of getting ready for a fight.
That must be
Let him.
quite difficult as a coach, though, if you've got a fighter like that, because he's paying your wages, but you can't tell him what to do.
Shit, he's the boss. He's paying them bills.
Yeah.
You do the fuck he took, especially when he's making money. And the thing is, it's not like Johnny was a 4-round fighter. He was a championship level fighter when he was doing that shit. Now, earlier in his career, maybe when Jesse, they had more rigid, or Larry Goosen when he was training him, they had more, more structured. But when Johnny, when he got to that point, man, shit, I'm paying the bills, man. You work for me. I don't work for you. And that's pretty much it when you got a guy like Larry Holmes, they like to call the shots, man. Floyd Mayweather was like that. Shit. Floyd Mayweather, last time I went to watch him train, nobody told him what to do. He trained himself. Only person that was that had the permission to talk to him was his dad. Everybody else was beautiful. Good job. Yeah. Nobody told Floyd what to do. Nobody. Just the dad. Boza, he respected Boza because Boza was a former world champion. So Boza would sometimes tell him, but everybody else, you fucking kidding? They shut their mouth. They kept their mouth where they wouldn't get their check at the end of the week because Floyd paid everybody at the end of the week. You know what I mean? So,
Mm.
but yeah, only person that was allowed to talk was the daddy. And the dad didn't even have to say much because the dad knew he was already made. He's
Yeah.
already everything he taught him, man. You know what I mean? He was just there to reinforce everything. Dad made a
Yeah.
lot of money off him when they got back together and he started training him. His dad made a lot of money off him. Like when he fought Pacquiao, when he fought McGregor, he made like $4 million each fight. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. You didn't know that, huh?
Well, I knew it was a lot of money. I wasn't for on the exact
Yeah, the
figures.
dad told me that. The dad told me that after the fight. I called, congratulations, congratulate him. He goes, yeah, my son just paid me $4 million. I go, for that fight? He goes, yeah, the McGregor fight and the Pacquiao fight. Canelo, he made a few million or so. Floyd was making more money than world champions out there. Floyd Senior. Yeah, and you know what?
Oh
He'd go
wow.
to the gym. He wouldn't even work the pads. Roger would do the pad work. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And he would just until Roger got sick, then Floyd had to take over. And that used to bug Floyd because I used to tell Floyd, "Hey man, so you're the head trainer?" He goes, "Well," I go, well, "What's going on?" He goes, "Well, I don't work the pads with him." I said, "Aren't you the head trainer? You're in the corner. You tell him what to do. You would dictate, what he's going to do in training, how many rounds." He goes, "Yeah, but I don't work the pads." I said, who cares? Anybody can work the pads, but you're the head man. You're the one that's giving them instructions. So you're the head trainer, all right? I had to tell Floyd that one time, man, because that ego gets involved. The
Mm.
Mayweathers, boy, they got a lot of ego, and he was kind of mad that he didn't get to work the pads. The fuck you mad about, man? You're making millions, man. Are you fucking kidding me? And you're mad. You're gonna make 2 or 3 million, 4 million for the fight, and you're mad because you're not doing pads. Who cares? Let Roger do it. Yeah, let Roger do it, man. Yeah. You know why they did all that Mayweather hand pads and tap, 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 tap? You know why they
Mm.
did it? Floyd had bad hands. He could. he couldn't connect, so he would just tap, tap,
Mm.
tap, 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 because he had such bad, he had real bad hands. He couldn't do full, he couldn't extend his hands or have the full impact of the blow in the pads because it would hurt his hands. I remember that. He told Roger, hey, Roger would be holding the pads sometimes, and back off, man. Floyd would go, back off, man. You're going too hard. It was hurting his hands. Yeah, that's why they
It's
started doing it. Yeah.
it's
It works
slightly
for
ironic,
Floyd,
isn't it?
huh?
Yeah, it's slightly ironic. It's slightly ironic because the Floyd Mayweather sort of pad routine has changed the way a lot of coaches train their fighters, isn't it?
You know what happened?
But yet, Floyd
When
done it because he had bad hands. But all these other trainers are doing it because
you know
that's
what
what people
happened?
want now.
You know how that shit got famous? 24/7 HBO. When we fought De La Hoya, that blew Floyd up, man. Okay, that big matchup. 24/7 HBO. They started seeing all that shit, everything. That blew them up, man. That 24/7 HBO, man, even Roger told me that. I knew Roger before he was famous. So when that 24/7 HBO shit came on, we fought on that card when Floyd fought Oscar. And I saw Roger. We started talking. I said, hey, man, how's that 24/7? Did it give you a lot of exposure? He goes, my God, everywhere I go, man, everybody recognized me. In the grocery store, I'm walking down the street, everybody's stopping me everywhere. I can't go nowhere. I said, really? He goes, oh, my God. I said, because on that HBO 24/7, he goes, oh, man. Yeah, Roger, he never used to have that problem, man, going anywhere, man. Roger used to walk, nobody used to recognize him because of that series, that series they did, and that pad work. Once they saw that and Floyd was doing all that stuff, everybody started copying that, getting videos of that and going slow motion, copying that stuff. Watch
Yeah,
24/7 before and after. Everybody started doing that pad work, Mayweather. Yeah.
it's
But
amazing
Floyd
because
doesn't have his hands.
it's changed the
The way
maybe it's changed the industry how your average person in the industry makes money. Yeah, you make money now as a personal trainer, a boxing coach by doing mitt work. Without it, you ain't making money. It's amazing how it's changed. Yeah,
you could charge a guy $100 an hour, $125 an hour by just doing that pad work, that Mayweather mitt work with them and everything. I don't know how to do it,
yeah.
man. You know how to do it?
No. But funny enough, when I started in my boxing sort of coaching journey, I attended some courses. Um, Ironically, know Ricky Hatton?
Ricky Hatton.
Yeah, yeah. So he has a
The Hitman,
company.
yeah.
He has a
Yeah.
company called Hatton Boxing, and their course was actually designed. Their elite course is designed around the Mayweather pad work. So they actually teach you the Mayweather pad work.
You know where
Well,
you're there?
yeah. I think when I raised my hands, I hit the wire out of shock. I'm there.
You know where Floyd Mayweather Sr. used to train Hatton.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did for the for one
He
of
trained him
fight.
for the
It was
Pacquiao fight and got
Pacquiao
knocked
fight.
out. It looks
Yeah.
good. It looks flashy and all that. But to me, it's all show. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I'm old school, man. Fundamentals work for me. All that shit they do is not realistic. Like Manuel Stewart told me, it's not realistic to what plays out in the fight. Okay, so it doesn't
Well,
work.
you have to ask the question as well. Who else has come out of that gym doing that pad work?
Who
Um,
actually what?
so who else has come out of that gym doing that pad work? It's not really used much,
Mayweather.
is it? Yeah, outside of
Mayweather.
Mayweather. Outside of Mayweather, yeah.
Everybody. Go to the Mayweather boxing gym in Vegas. Everybody. When Roger started
Everyone's
doing
doing
that,
it.
everybody. But 24/7, that's what did it, man. When that everybody started copying that, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Everybody's trying to be a Roger Mayweather uh, clone and everything, man. You know what I mean? But the only reason why they did that shit, man, it was to it was flashy. It looked good on the TV, but the main thing is to protect Floyd's hands. And it still kept him sharp because Roger would throw punches back at him and Floyd would block, slip, counter, roll under him. You know what I mean? Shit like it kept his eyes sharp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Roger threw them punches fast at him, so Floyd had to slip when he got or got hit and everything. Yeah.
Wow.
But Jesse trained Roger Mayweather too. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He just
That's
told me a
interesting.
story. When Roger was a fighter, he couldn't stand Hector Camacho. You know Macho Camacho?
Hector, yeah. Great
And he
fighter.
goes, I wanna he
Fast.
said he goes, it was back in the 80s. He goes, I want to spar that motherfucker. I can't stand him. So they were training the same gym. So, Roger came from Vegas and put him in there with Camacho. And a lot of people don't know. He stopped him in the third round, Roger. Yeah, he dropped him in the third round, and Camacho didn't spar after that. Yeah. A lot of
Also,
people
so
don't.
Roger Mayweather dropped Hector Camacho in sparring.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Stopped him in the gym. Yeah. Camacho just stopped. He quit. Yeah, got out of the ring, Jesse told me. Yeah. Yeah, I said, I never heard that one before. Well, there was no social media back there where people were
No.
filming it or gossiping on Twitter. Nah, just the fighters. Everything was closed house. No, not a lot of people know that. Unless people that were there, like
Yeah.
Frank Tate, Calvin Grove, Pee Wee Parker, they were all there watching. Jesse told me. So,
Oh, wow.
and that's what
It's an
happened. Yeah.
interesting one. You must
Roger
have a
was
ton of those sort of stories.
Jesse. Oh yeah, shit, Jesse. God, what guys? To this day, as long as I've been in business, as long as I still listen to him. I talked to him yesterday. I was asking him questions about this, and when he would give the answer, I'd keep my mouth shut and listen, just absorb the knowledge, stuff I never knew
Yeah.
before.